Good morning, everyone. It's me, Mambo Odette, and President Joe Biden formally apologized to the indigenous people in Hawaii and North America, and in Alaska. So in the United States and Alaska and Hawaii, he formally apologized to the indigenous people in what he called a sin on the soul. And I made a video a little while back, not too far back, about how if you don't acknowledge and come with respect to the indigenous people of any land, what you want to do there will never work. It's basically a curse. You understand? It's basically a curse. You must start because see, those spirits still control this land. It's still their land. Even if you try to quantum amount their blood out or mix with them to say that, no indigenous exists or no full-blooded, whatever it is, those ancestors, this is still their land. And I made a video just a little bit back to say, whatever you try to do on that land, until you are good with those ancestors, it will never work. And America is always at war, whether it's by proxy, whether it's boots on the ground, whether it's, in Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, wherever we was, whether it's Vietnam, wherever. America just stays at war. And I've seen Joe Biden come in after Biden as being vice president for, Obama. Biden. Oh my God, now I'm acting like Biden. No, I seen Biden come in after Obama and change his heart. I saw his heart soften and his policies changed towards Haitians, from deporting Haitians on sight. Y'all remember all those Haitians that were at the border? They got deported on sight, honey. To the Biden program. And I said, I feel like it's a story, a biblical story, like Pharaoh's heart has softened. Not calling Biden Pharaoh, but that's the way I kind of looked at it. And so, I do feel that this is a spiritual, I don't have the word for it, but I do feel like it's like an atonement or something. I have to use a spiritual word. The apology.
All told, hundreds and hundreds of federal Indian boarding schools across the country. Tens of thousands of Native children entered the system. Nearly 1,000 documented Native child deaths, though the real number is likely to be much, much higher. Lost generations, culture and language, lost trust. It's horribly, horribly wrong. It's a sin on our soul. I'd like to ask, with your permission, for a moment of silence, as you remember those lost and the generations living with that trauma. After 150 years, the United States government eventually stopped the program. But the federal government has never formally apologized for what happened until today. I formally apologize as President of the United States of America for what we did. I formally apologize. And it's long overdue. I have a solemn responsibility to be the first president to formally apologize to the Native peoples. Native Americans, Native Hawaiians, Native Alaskans, and federal Indian boarding schools. It's long, long, long overdue. Quite frankly, there's no excuse that this apology took 50 years to make. federal Indian boarding school policy, the pain it has caused, will always be a significant mark of shame